everything goes. I think what we tried to initially do is create a space that is pretty transient, and to make sure that we recreate it every time you come here, you're going to get a different experience. The music is one thing, it's probably our biggest thing, and it's really important to have a platform to local upcoming artists to be able to showcase their wares so they can go on and continue.
So what kind of artists?
Oh, everything from graphic designers to artists to musicians, mostly musicians, which is where our passion lies. But I think it's important to have a space that supports everyone as they're up and coming and rising to go forward, that you give them a space that is free of judgment and just something that they can create themselves and put their own signature on it.
Okay.
I'm just going to close the door, sorry.
Bye.
What does Manhattans do in terms of bringing people who would never come to Victoria Park?
Well, I'd never come to Victoria Park before. I'd never been here aside from this place and my friend's little cafe up the road. And so yeah, I'd never experienced Victoria Park before. And I suppose I developed like playing in Perth and playing in Fremantle, and that was about it for Perth, really. And so Victoria Park is kind of on the outskirts and offers another kind of audience.
And what's the audience like here? Well, how is it different to other places in Perth?
Well, I suppose it's, I mean, you know, people who enjoy music and are fans kind of just follow you around wherever you go. But for me, I suppose it's about the space, really. Like, this is a really, really cool space, and that's the most important thing for me when playing a gig. You want to kind of like, yeah, have a nice space to look out into. I wrote a poem about Manhattans, I did, true. That's a true story.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's outside. Dedicated to, you know, the rise and fall of venues in this town. Gets quite frustrating when you kind of like grow attached to somewhere like the Hyde Park, which, you know, was the place that I first played at when I came to Perth, back to Perth from London, and that went. And then there was, you know, I still got sentimental attachments to the Grosvenor, which went down for the same reasons of the sound restrictions, and this place, you know, holds so much hope for me because it is cool, and so I don't want to see it go down too. Manhattans for my career has given me like another really nice place to play in Perth. I see it as a really cool spot to have awesome overseas acts come and support them, because it facilitates those kind of shows, and it's just the right size for those kind of like new overseas acts to play, and really cool ones as well. So I reckon Manhattans offers that very few other venues of this size can do. I mean, there's not very many venues. There really isn't. Cool.
Perfect, we got it.
Cool.
Have you ever come to Victoria Park before?
Not generally. I usually go, sometimes I go to the Prophet, but it's just for a good meal, but I'd never come here for a night out and a drink, no.
Why?
It's really far, to be honest, and it would take a lot for me to, you know, drive all the way here or even take a taxi and come over here, but this place is worth it though.
How often do you come?
Probably twice, 3 times a week. Yeah.
And why do you come here?
I love the fact, I live in North Fremantle, and there's Mojo's there as well, and this place it's bigger, it's got a great live music vibe, all the people that come here are fantastic, and it really feels like my lounge room. You come here, you sit on the couch, you drink a glass of champagne, listen to like people play music, and it's really relaxing, but at the same time there's a lot of energy around, so it's good.
So tell us about what you get out of the arts in general here. What's going on?
Oh, with the back area of the art gallery. Or,
just in general, what's going on here?
Well, we've been coming here a lot as well to see the exhibitions they've got here, and in general Abby tries to put in a lot of local artists and support a lot of people that she knows, and that really makes the place a lot more fun to come to, because you get to see different things every time you come here. It's not just, you know, the walls as is. She's always changing things around, so it makes it interesting. At the same time, you kind of get exposed to not only, you know, drinking and listening to music, you also get exposed to the local artists.
Manhattans gives us a chance to play rock and roll, which is what we love.
Anything else? What else does it do for you?
Well, it's a pretty cool and groovy looking place to hang out and watch bands as well.
What's different about Manhattan's is it's south of the river, and that's really good. And we haven't had a venue down here before, and we don't even really know our way around the streets, but we think it's really good, and it looks like a really nice place with its own sort of atmosphere.
And it's got grass growing on the beer kegs, look.
Yes, it's got stuff. The bar is good.
You really want when you come to a bar.
Yeah.